Hey there, home buyers! Let's dive into a scenario that's more common than you might think: missing the closing date on a home sale. So, what happens when the closing date on your home sale contract is missed? First, it's important to understand that the closing date isn't just a suggestion, it's a legally binding deadline. When you miss it, the consequences can be significant, and real estate agents often have strong opinions about it. Recently, I came across a Facebook post from a real estate agent who humorously said, "Good morning to everyone except for loan officers who think closing dates are merely suggestions." This sparked a heated debate in the comments, with people suggesting everything from taking the earnest money and reselling the property to others guaranteeing that closings would happen on time. So let's break it down. First, if the closing date is missed, the seller has several options. They could issue a cure notice, which is a formal warning giving the buyer additional time to meet the contract terms. Typically, this adds a few days to the process, and communication becomes crucial here. If the buyer fails to meet this extended deadline, the seller could potentially cancel the contract and keep the earnest money. This is essentially a deposit made by the buyer to show their serious intent to purchase the property. On the flip side, some sellers might be more flexible and agree to an extension of the closing date. This can be beneficial for both parties if there's a mutual understanding and if the delay is due to unavoidable circumstances. After all, things happen, and sometimes it's just a matter of better communication to smooth things over. Now, what about the buyer's side? If you're the buyer and you miss the closing date, it's critical to communicate promptly with your real estate agent and lender. Explain the reasons for the delay and work towards a solution. Many times, lenders can expedite the process if they understand the urgency. It's always a good practice to ensure that all loan documents are ready at least 3 days prior to the closing date to avoid last-minute hiccups. But let's not forget about the emotional toll. Missing a closing date can be stressful, especially if you've already made plans based on the original timeline. This is where your real estate agent can be a huge asset. They can negotiate on your behalf and work to keep the deal alive, minimizing stress for everyone involved. In conclusion, while missing a closing date is far from ideal, it's not the end of the world. With proper communication and flexibility, many of the potential issues can be resolved. So if you find yourself in this situation, stay calm, communicate effectively, and work with your real estate agent to find the best path forward. Thanks for watching. If you found this video helpful, don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit the notification bell for more home buying tips. See you next time.